Hello my beautiful people, it is Sherry Moulton back with another video. Hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed Valentine's week and we're into the next thing. I'm so excited. This one, ever since I did this tray, this has been in my head. This is why I keep going to the dollar store. I have been going to the dollar store to get, remember me showing you this. Now at the dollar store in the summertime here in Canada, the summer stuff isn't out. So if you're very fortunate to live somewhere where it is beautiful all year round, your dollar store may have these things already in there. But because Sherry is Sherry, and I couldn't wait because I had to do it. I ordered these off of Amazon. So this is what I ordered. It is a Peacock. Normally, they have them like this at the dollar store. Sherry got two. And they were $35. Not $3 from the dollar store. Or what is it? $4. But when a girl has to have something, she has to have it. So anyways, so today we are going to do in that nice round mold that I bought. We will be doing it so that face is down. So I will have to do a top coat of clear resin. Just a very thin one. And it'll bring up all of that. Because when I pull this out of the mold, it's going to be very, very dull. That's the thing, you have to pay attention. It didn't have it listed in the description box when I purchased it. But other than that, the mold looks freaking amazing. It's really thick. It just reminds me of Julie's molds. They're very well made. So anyways, so I'm going to cut into a whole bunch of my paper towel rolls. These ones, I love the paper towel. The toilet paper ones, I find are a little bit more flimsy than the paper towel rolls. So what I've done is I have gone through, I've cut them all. My cat's down here. I cut them all. I'm not going to paint them because with this one, I'm going to fill it with resin, with the color and a glitter. I'm going to back it. I don't know if I'm going to do it black. I think the black would pop. See, this is what my intents are, guys. It's going to be like this. I'm cutting this off, so we're going to do that first. But that's my intent, is to have it like this, and it's the peacock, the bloom of his feathers. So I'm very excited. Like I said, it's been almost, I don't know, it's been almost what, 3 or 4 weeks that I've been like dying to get this done. So with that, I'm gonna bring you down and we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna attempt to cut these off. They're really flimsy. I might have pliers, but I have a Dremel tool. So I'm just gonna try and slice it off with the Dremel tool. I'm going to embed it into the resin first because I want it so that I can arrange the paper towel rolls so that it's like the actual peacock fan. So with that, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to bring you down. I'm going to get out my Dremel tool and we're going to try to cut that off. So I'll be right back, guys. Hello, I am back. I have my Dremel tool out and I am using diamond tip blades. I bought these off of Amazon. They came with these. I think it was 24 of these. This one diamond tipped actual Dremel one, I think it was $30. Ridiculous. I was using it to cut teacups in half. I'll link my video to show you how I did that. But this is what I'm using. So I will link these. And this is just a basic Dremel tool. And I already tried it on this one to make sure it worked. So we're gonna get at it. So I'm gonna cut these off as close as I can so that it doesn't have a huge lump there. So if this is too noisy, guys, you can hit mute because I will not talk as we're doing it. Now with the other one, I was able to bend it and it snapped. So you don't have to cut all the way through it, and you can use this for something else. Okay, we're gonna get as close as I can, guys. Here we go. And I will bend this one off. I'm coming from the underneath so I don't goof up the paint job on the top. You can wear goggles. I have glasses on, so I am fine. Look at that. And I think it heats the metal up as well. So there is my Peacock. So I'm gonna put this away and we're gonna pull everything out. I'm so excited. Like I said, I've been dying to make this ever since I did the first one. Crazy. All right, let's get this just out of the road. Oh, excuse me. And let's get this guy up here. I'm just gonna flip it around because this is, oops, I don't want to break them. This is kind of what I had planned. This guy is gonna go in first. See, this is what I'm thinking. And then have it fanned out. But because I want it, I'm gonna reverse it. So all of these are gonna come out. I've taken a picture. Some of them have glitter on the bottom, but we are going to do that. I am gonna show you how I cut them all. Woo! And we're gonna place it all in here. So first, because I want this guy to be in the bottom, I will have to clean out my mold. So this guy is going to go in the bottom like this. And I may have to put like a little bit of something in here to keep him level. I may even bend. I don't want to break them. I'm going to try and bend it up so that they sit the same. There, I think that's good. So I'm going to put a coat of clear resin in the bottom. And we will come back, we'll let that dry. And it doesn't have to be a thick coat, just enough so that this is in it. And then that way, when I'm starting to lay all of these, I'm not going to put them in this area. I'll start, you know, like laying them around where the peacock is. So this is what I'll do. We'll start like that. I'm not going to put one there, but I will put one kind of like here so that it looks like it's there. And we're going to just build it on that. and then make sure there's room for it in there. So that's what my intent is. So, because it's going to take a few layers, what I'm going to do is get this. I'm debating. I have to get something that's a bit bigger. I don't want, the mold is like crazy thick, so I don't want, it will be fine, but I want to make sure that it's going to be fine. So I'm going to get my, oh, I shouldn't have done that. My tape. This is how you clean out your molds, because for some reason Sherry has glitter on her mold. So we're going to just like this. Keep on going. Start from one end and then work your way down. Because this layer is going to be clear on the bottom, so you want it to make sure that it's free of anything that you don't want showing. And in this case, because it's me, it's glitter. This is, like I said, the best way to get glitter off. You may have to use a couple pieces, because then after a while the stickiness goes away. Make sure. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Perfect. So I'm gonna cover that with a piece of paper towel. It's hilarious. I bought all these boxes so I can organize my things, and I just haven't had time to get it done. So I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to go upstairs and warm up my resin. And as always, my resin of choice is Krystal Resin. I am going to wear my respirator while I am mixing my resin and my gloves. When I come back, I will not have the respirator on, and I will still have my other PPE on, but I want you to make sure that you use all of the proper equipment, because I want you guys to be safe. So with that, I'm going to go upstairs, put my resin in a bath, because it's always chilly in my basement, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I figured while my resin is warming up in that warm bath up there, I am going to show you how I cut the tubes. Now, I did this before in the other video, so it's just going to be a quick, I've got them all cut, so I don't need to cut them all, but I'm going to show you how I did them. So, because these ones, I wanted them to be a little thicker, they are 1/2 inch. So what I did is I measured it with my ruler, and woo! Every 1/2 inch mark, I put a little mark. Let me just, oh, I missed one in between. Are they 1/2 inch? Yep, okay. Here, and here, and here. I'm not gonna cut them all out, but I will just show you how I did it. And I was lucky enough, I was able to do these at work. So I thought, and it works out because it is 11 inches. So you end up with 22 of them. Now this end one here isn't the best. And then what I did is I came across, whoa, and went right straight down. That's why they look like a teardrop, because you flatten them, because you have to cut them, right? So I proceeded and went right down the whole tube. Make sure it's straight. And that's all I did. I proceeded all the way down, and I just took my scissors and cut. And that's it. Now you can do whatever you want, but that's how I did it. So with that, we're gonna set that aside. And look at my pen. I had to buy it. Isn't that funny? It's got a little gem on it. Alrighty, I'm going to do the same as I did before. I'm gonna get a, I just had some plates here and I moved everything around. All right, I'm gonna use one of these big ones. I had a little wee round one here and I don't know what to do with it. We're going to I'm gonna do even the sides that already have glitter on it. I'm gonna do the other side. Maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now these were all inside of my, it's a good thing to have your mold. Play around with it before you do anything. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 that I had that weren't in there. And that's hilarious. 1, 2, 3. And I need to cut 1 more. Actually, I need to cut 2 more. I'll keep those in case I actually want to use it on something else. 1. So I put 4 in there already. 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. All right. So I've opted, because it's going to be, oh, peacock feathers have a nice kind of a gold edge. So instead of doing the glitter in this amazing color, that kind of glitter is going to be inside the holes. I'm going to use this. This is the Hemingway holographic fine gold glitter that some amazing subscriber has mailed to me. That's how I met Laura. I was having an issue with getting, here I'm going to put it in this one, getting a nice fine gold glitter, and a friendship has been created through glitter. How is that, eh? And I'm going to use this Dura clear. You can use anything. You can do Mod Podge, you can do white glue, you can do whatever, as long as it goes clear. I'm going to put it in here, and it helps if I grab the one that was not new. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Oh. And I'm going to pour it in here. If you watched the other 2 that I did, I will dunk in here. Shake, shake, shake. And then into the glitter. Oops, we missed a little spot. I'm just going to take my finger and put some there. Perfect. Extra tap, and it sits here. So I'm going to proceed. I'm going to do all of these lovely things, and you are more than welcome to fast forward if you do not want to watch it all. The other one that I did, the ocean theme tray, the reason why I painted the other one, why I painted the tubes, was because you were going to see them in some of them. These ones I am not. They're completely going to be covered, but I thought the gold on the top would be an amazing addition. All right, all right, all right. Line them up. Make room, because I got quite a few. My fingers, I don't want them touching each other because you want to be able to pull them apart as well. Like these two are sticking already. There we go. What do they say? Kissing cousins? Alright. And I don't have any of Laura's gold left. I have to get some more. And I'm so excited. I'll have the box by the time this video is out, but I'm waiting for a box from Laura. It's like waiting for Santa Claus. I think I will invest in one of those batteries that you plug in, because these batteries aren't lasting as long as they used to. Mind you, I always had videos that were a little bit longer, but not as long as they are been lately. Perfect. Doo-doo-doo. Let's tap out XS. Oh my goodness, Sherry. Interested to see how much resin it'll take this time. I think my tray took, I think somebody calculated it out for me. I think it was 42 ounces of resin. But to me, that was worth every bit. Now, I was debating what color to do the background in. I love how the black turns out. It pops all those amazing colors. But then I was debating whether to use gold, but I think we're doing black. And again, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. You can just put them on in. I always have to have that little extra something something, guys. Because that's just the way I roll. Back here. There we go. You could use tweezers, but I was trying the tweezers last time and I was having just as much issue with the tweezers because I got to flip them over. Just be mindful not to put a whole lot of the glue, the Dura Clear, because it will drip, right? But these guys, it don't matter because, like I said, I'm putting 100% of stuff in it. They're not going to be left with the tops, or with the insides being shown. Oh my goodness, can't speak today. All right. There we go. Woohoo! I've only got maybe 15 left. There's quite a few in there. So I'm just gonna slide that up there. Sip. Woo. Hot. Oh my goodness. What is that? I'm going to put just a little bit more of this Dura Clear in here just because I'm finding there's not really enough in here. I'm just going to move all my things on this side so it's easier for me to get at. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, and they're all intertwined. Oh, what the heck? They're all intertwined. All right, here we go. And in that, give it a tap, and we're going to try to make room because there's still quite a few. I didn't think there was... Pretty sure that that mold is a 12-inch round. I'll link the shop in the description box. I got it on Etsy. And my issue was I was trying to find one deep enough because I wanted one that was 2 inches. That was my requirement for myself. I figured I could do a couple of different things with it as opposed to, just the one. So I'm thinking I could drill holes in it, make a clock, I can do trays, I can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. Some of these look pretty ragged. I know I'm not going to use all of them because, like I was saying, I'm not going to put them all in behind where that peacock is going to sit. If you're very talented, you could draw a peacock. You could put whatever. I'm going to show you. I even bought a canvas from the dollar store that was a peacock. Actually, I didn't show it to you because I was wanting to use it as a last resort to do this. I'll show it to you when we're done here. I might take it to my trailer park and the kids there can use them in the summertime. Would be cute. Perfect. I think there's like 5 left. Oh my goodness. Can you see? This is sticking to me. Don't really want to pour any more glitter in there if I do not have to. I guess there's more than 6. Sorry. My name is Sherry and I cannot count. There we go. Do not want them touching because I don't want them to stick together. Now you can see there's some of them are dripping because I'm working fast, but take your time. See, for me, for video purposing, I tend to have to go a little quick with some things. So I have 4 left. I may put just a little bit more glitter in here. Should be enough. We have 4 left. Woohoo! We've come to an end, my friends. Still want clumps. One side's getting... All right, one more, guys. Are you ready? Is there a drum roll? Do I hear a drum roll? Quit sticking to me. There we go. Last one. trying to get. Woohoo! We are done, we are done, we are done. And I'm gonna let these sit, which works out perfect because I'm gonna have to let my resin sit. So I'm gonna show you my picture that I bought. The things you can find at the dollar store. This is crazy. So this was $1. And in my brain, I was thinking, well, okay, I can cut out the peacock and I can paint it. But for $4, it comes with all of the paint, comes with the brushes, and it's all paint by numbers. So that is pretty cool. So I thought maybe I could donate those to the kids at the trailer park. So, all right, I'm gonna go get my resin. I'm gonna set these aside, let them dry, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I am back. I have mixed up 8 ounces of resin, and we are going to get into this. I'm so excited. All right. So I'm gonna make sure this guy is in the center here. Awesome. I'm going to just pour it on. And again, you can keep track for me, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another whole bunch of resin. All right, just gonna wipe off my stick as I'm going. Let that kind of sit in there. Wipe this off. Ugh, cheaper sherry. All right, so I'm just gonna tilt my board to get it to go to the sides. Perfect. I'm gonna come back in with my little kitchen torch. Be very, very careful, guys, when using the molds. And oh, I want to get this off here. I don't know why it didn't wipe off. There we go. I want you don't want to burn your mold, which is not good, because then you'll end up with not a very good outcome. So I'm just going to come back very lightly, and like this has got hardly any flame to it, so it's kind of nice. Just to get rid of all those. And I can see bubbles along the edging, so I'm going to take my silicone little tools and go all the way around the edge to get those bubbles. Because you don't want the bubbles on the edges. That will leave a hole in your molds, in your, look at that, a piece of glitter. How does that happen? Get that out of there. Now I'm going to embed my little guy. We're going to go one more time just right here, because and I think that's it. There's something over here. It's I'm just going to go all the way around the edge. And I'm going to create bubbles also from the putting in the Peacock. All right, I can see a couple of things already. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's one hair here. I'm going to get them out before we try and put this guy in there. And make sure if you are using something, do not scrape. Look at that. Unless it is a silicone. I think that's good. Okay. Here we go. So we want this guy to look nice. I want to make sure everything is good. All is good, beautiful. And I'm going to come this way. I know it don't much matter, but I see a couple of glitters there, so I'm thinking, let's just put this guy in. And you know what? My brain is thinking, oh my goodness, what if it... I want to make sure it's kind of... I want him to be kind of like this. So we're looking straight on. You want him to be... Now, if he does not completely get covered on the bottom, because I feel a suction, if underneath when I unveil it, if there is a little bit that's not covered, that is going to be fine with me, because we're going to have to do a top coat. So if there's a little bit that's not covered, I am not mad about it. I'm almost tempted to put something here to, so I'm not going to have to put that much resin in there. All right, I'm going to give it a little bit of an alcohol squirt. I'm just going to do another little shimmy, and I don't see any bubbles, guys. And I'm almost tempted to put something on there, like in his head. What do I have that is heavy, that is little, that I can put in there, that won't stick? I'm wondering. It's plastic. I don't want it to stick to the resin though. That's the only thing. Let me see. Find something that's heavy. Heavy and not as... Why does it have to be... Okay, I still need something a little bit skinny. So I'm gonna find something to put in there, and we will come back when it is dry, or cured, partly cured anyway. Just looking to see if I got a thinner jar, but I don't think, take these off, I don't think, oh, that might work. I think that will work. It's completely inside. Okay, so I want to make sure this guy's down as far as we can go. I want to leave room so that that metal part here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but where I cut the feathers off, I want to make sure there's room between the mold and here. Here, let me see. Sure, go figure. Let me turn it around so you can see it. I'll bring you down a little bit, and I'll bring you in. Right here, I want to make sure that there's room. Now you can't see it. You're not quite in there. Yeah, no, it ain't gonna work. but I want to make sure there's a gap between the mold and the tail part where it cut it off, so that there is enough, whoa. There you go. Where there's enough room so that the resin will come in underneath between them. So with that, my friends, I'm going to let it cure for a couple hours, probably about 4 hours. I'm not going to play around anymore. I'm hoping that we'll put this back on there. And then I'm not going to touch it now, but I do want to make sure, like I said, I want to bring it out so that there is space in there. Okay. Perfect. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to grab the couple of things that I see. I don't know what's going on over here. It's weird. It's almost like there's something there. There we go. We'll do it one more time down here. I'm not touching the bottom of the mold. I'm just going along the edge. All right, perfect. There's one bubble there. One glitter. Glitter. How does glitter get in there? Okay, so I have 99% alcohol, 100%. It is the best thing to do some bursting bubbles. So here we go. I'm gonna let it sit and I will be back. So everything will be dry by the time with the other things, and we can start laying out our little paper towel rolls. Yeah, that is in there. Awesome. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Hello, we are back. It is the next day. It is in there. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to be using quite a bit of resin again. Not that I want to, but to get my vision, what I wanted, I guess I have to. I have mixed up 12 more ounces of a Krystal resin. And again, I did use my respirator while I was mixing. I am taking it off so that I can do this video. And we're just going to get into it. I don't know, it's all bubbly today. It had a bath in the sink. So right now I am just trying to lay a base so that I can put my, where to put that? Our little paper towels rolls. Oh, I think that's not bad. I was good on the edge, so our little end will be covered. So that's good. All is good. Perfect. I was worried. I might fill this in with something, just so I don't have to fill it up with resin, because that's going to be a good, probably, I'm going to say a good 2 ounces or more in there. I'm going to get all of this out of there. Awesome. Let me just wipe off my stick. We're going to get rid of all of the bubbles. Oh, that's good. Even the little peacock head things, because that was what I was worried about, that this was standing up too tall, that I wouldn't be able to put all that in. I'm going to give this a quick little torch with my little wee heat gun. I might go really quick just around the edge. There we go. Perfect. And already, it's hilarious. This is a dirty one. Let me get a new one. We got one floaty already. That's funny. And another floaty over here. Not funny. I think we're good. I think we're good. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to come around the edge. Just to see about getting all anything that might be a bubble there. And we are done. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so now comes the fun part. We get to display all of these beauties. So I'm gonna, let me move this stuff out of my way. I'm gonna make room. I think I say this almost every other video. I have an 8-foot table and I have no room. All right, let's put this here and then we can play. So I'm gonna take my gloves off just because these ones aren't the best gloves. I have to find some new ones. So now we may have to do a little trims on some of them because they dripped. And I'm gonna do a little like this just to open them up a bit so that they're open. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna move this so that it's even for me. There. I'm not gonna do any here or down here. We're gonna start, and we wanna put the, we wanna make sure that there is connection. If there's no connection in there, it is going to leak out. So we're just going to lay it like this. Swirl it open. And we're going to come all the way around the body. I'm even going to do it in here just because I may not pour anything in it, but at least there's one in there. Does that make any sense? There, we might have to squeeze that in like that. And again, already something in here. And one in here. That's hilarious. Okay, I might skip that and then go here because it's going to be raised a little more and we don't want that. I'm just snipping off a little piece. So we'll go here and then here. Yeah, because it's going to, and you're not going to get a connection there. So let's just start down here. let me go and grab the gloves I've been using are too big and my fingers hang off. Oh, this one's better. My fingertips, there was like a good inch. There, that's better. I can feel so bad. There we go. And we're just going to keep on building. Actually, let me just cut. There's a little bit here. We'll just get the base in and then we will go from there. A little twirl. And I think maybe we could probably squeeze one in here. Right, I don't want it to look unnatural, not like it's natural or anything, but I don't want to wedge any in here. If it don't fit, then I think that's good for me. And then we're gonna keep in the same idea. Now let's get yeah, that's not going to work there, so we're going to have to keep doing that. Oh. And oh, wrong way almost. And I did mention glitter side down because we want to make sure that there's resin on the outer side of that. This guy can go a little bit more that way. This guy is protruding up there. There we go. Perfect. Now we'll start with this guy's side and then we'll kind of make it in the middle. Again, make sure that there is resin between the mold and awesome. We'll just do a layer like that, I think, and then come back in and put one here. Wondering if I could kind of put it like that. Oh, it is going to work. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. And now I'm going to build up. All of these ones should be straight up and down because this is the back end of the peacock. I can use the saying, I'm proud as a peacock. Oh, that's hilarious. Just want to make sure, yeah. And then we'll go here. Oh, we might not have to use all of these. That's good. One here. Just a little wiggle. Get one more in here. Try and go. I need to make sure there's resin between the mold and the thing. Perfect. And then when I come home, actually probably tomorrow morning, I'm just going to keep, we will do the putting in all of the amazing colors. We get to choose. There's going to be so many fun ones. All right, let's start back here. This is a big important part, to make sure that there is a seal, because I'll show you once I get all this done that on my first tray I had 2 little leaks, and on my beach tray I had a little leak. That guy's gonna go a little wonky. Let's put this guy here. Let's keep going this way. And maybe this guy is a little bit narrower and I won't roll it open. Oh, it did come off, good. And we'll, oh, almost the wrong way. Let's see if we can get it to go this way. There, I think. I don't know, this guy's just, I might have to remove that one because it looks quite a bit taller than the other ones. So I'm going to see if it is, we're not going to use all these, so I'm going to try another one there and see if it's the same thing. Oh yeah, no, this one's smaller, so that's good. In height. There. And again, we want to make that connection, so I'm going to play with it. Perfect. Now they're all the same height. That's the thing with measuring. It is nice to measure because that way you don't have to worry about. I think that's the last one, my friends. Whoop, whoop. It'd be nice to put one here, but because maybe, let me see, let me try something. Let me see if I cut one of them in half. Because it doesn't have to be a deep pour, right? Because I'm filling it up with maybe just one would work. But I'm not getting enough resin in there. Yeah, no, it's going to be wonky. Well, as long as there's a connection, if I can drizzle. And then the only thing is, if there's not a good connection, it's going to leak right where you, right in the center of the head. So you know what? I'm just going to leave it. I could probably put it here though. Because there's quite a bit of resin there. Perfect! I think that's it. I'm not going to put any more in. So now I'm just going to go back and make sure they look like they all have a good seal. This one, I just want to make sure that there's enough room in there. So the next pour, these couple, I'm going to have to make sure, because they're quite close to the edge. So I'm excited now. Woo! One step closer. And look, I didn't even use all of them. Look, I have all these left. All of these left. There we go. So we can use those for another one, because, you know, this is so much fun to do. Let me just wipe off my gloves here, and then we're going to get into here with my little bit of a heat gun, and then a spray of alcohol, and then it's not what I want to have to say, but then I have to go to work. I'll just do inside. Be careful because it's paper. It might set on fire. Not worried about the mold because there is no mold where I'm touching right now. And I got to come up with something. I'm just doing really quick in here. I have to come up with something to fill that cavity in because I don't want to put it with resin. You know what? I think I'll be fine because it looks to be level. So as long as I fill up these, when I fill up these guys, we should be good. I don't know, this guy looks wonky because it's going like this, and this one. Wondering if it's possible to move it this way on this side instead of that way. Now's the time to look at, oh yeah, that's better. Now's the time to look at all of that because once you come down, it's done. It's done. I just want to make sure there's resin in between. I'm going to do that over here again still. And then this one. All right, perfect. I'm gonna give it a spray. I got a little something in that one, and again I'm picking up the. All right, I'm gonna do this quickly. Pick up all these little fluffs. And it's kind of hard to see on that side. There's one here. Perfect. All right, we're going to give it a spritz with the 99% alcohol, which helps burst bubbles. And we're going to let it sit, guys. So I am going to put my little tent. Works perfect. It's the perfect size. And this is what I use. Whoops, a doozer. And there you go. You could use a plastic container. You can use whatever. But I find these are kind of neat. And you can get big ones. Like I have one that's huge. So it's not a matter of different sizing. So I'm going to, let me get rid of this so I don't have to worry about my gloves. I'm going to show you what I meant about making sure there's a good seal. Because on the first one I did, it leaked here. Like that center piece was not quite sealed. And then this gold one, like you can see a little bit here and a little bit here. To me it's fine. But for this one I want it to be perfect. Is that possible to be perfect? So anyways, I gotta get dressed. I gotta go to work, and I will see you guys. See how energetic I am after work. We might do it. If not, I'll see you in the morning. Bye, guys. Hello, I am back. I have decided to come in, and I think it'll look stupid if I don't put something in here, and it is raised a little bit still. So because there is a dam in here, I'm going to attempt to put a little more resin just in here to bring it up a little bit so that I can put, I'm thinking I could probably put 3 in there. So with that, I only mixed up 2 ounces, and I'm going to get that in there. And oh my goodness, for some reason, why I put that in there, I've got glitter now in behind, which is fine. It's gonna get stuff anyway. Alrighty, I need to keep a little bit for something else that I'm doing for a friend. And I don't need much resin for that. So here we go. So I'm just going to let that sit for a minute. And I'm going to take these and I'm going to cut them down this way. Oh my goodness, I hate these gloves. So I'm going to cut them probably in half, just because I want them to be the same level as these guys. So I'm going to put that one in and see. Oh, that's going to work. I'm excited. Okay, let me grab my little torch. And I'm not worried about the mold at this stage because I'm not nowhere near it. And the only thing I would be worried about is catching the papers on fire. Okay, where did I put the one I just cut? So we're going to put that one in here. I just want to... Oh, that's going to work. Awesome. Okay. I'll bring it down a little bit. Let me see. There. That's there. That is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one in half as well without cutting the fingertips off my gloves. And these don't need to be very deep. Just enough. It has to be just a thin little layer. And then I can coat it all with the black. Okay, this one in here. Yeah, that one needs to be cut even more. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to get a different one because that one's all gooped. So I'm going to do... I might only get 2 in there. I'm not overly crazy worried. Okay, I still need a little more resin in there. And I think just the one is good. If I can get it so that it's the same height. And I want to make sure that there's a good seal around it. That's the biggest thing. I think that's good. Awesome. All right, I'm going to torch a little bit more. just because I poured a little more in there. And we are good. So I'm going to let this sit overnight. And I will come back in the morning. And we will put all of our colors in. I'm so excited. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, I just wanted to come back because I decided I had enough of what I needed, and I poured all of the leftovers in inside the cavity of the Peacock. So that is going to be covered up. So we won't need to take as much of the black when we're doing the cover. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hello, we are back. We are cured. I'm excited. So I've made it. It was such a hard decision, guys. I tell you, I made this hard decision on all these colors. Oh my goodness. I wanted to put everything in there. So I mixed up 12 ounces accidentally. I wanted to do 10, but you know how when you pour, sometimes it just pours a little more than what you want. So I have 12 ounces, and make sure we're all level. So with that, I decided we're going to do 8 colors. I decided the 8 colors before I did the 12 ounces. But anyways, if you look at an actual peacock feather, there are no pinks in there. There's no purples in there. But you see pinks and purples all the time. Like, look at the colors of the feathers that were on it. So I've opted to do a pink in there just because I can't see what it looks like. So this is why you take pictures of your stuff. I'm just gonna bring it up here. So this was what the peacock looked like. So it's got a little bit of pinks in the head. So I thought I would do Magenta Sparkle for a glitter. And we're gonna do a corresponding mica powder. And these are all from Laura's Art Corner. Deep Pink Azalea. So those will be the 2 pinks. Of course, I'm using my, the most amazing, one of my favorites. This is the Shifting Seas. It's that blue-green from Laura's Art Corner. And then we decided I'm going to use, this is from the Rez, Lucky Green, but I'm not sure. It might be a bit bright. The other glitter I'm using is Serpent Skin from Laura's Art Corner. And I'm using, this is really, really nice. I got this one from, it is from Michelle from Artworks Canada. Artworks Resin Canada, sorry. This one's Peacock Green. I really like that. I think that would be pretty. I am using my, I butcher it every time I say it, Pigmenti per Artisti Pale Gold. It's written in French and I'm reading it in English, so it is what it is, my friends. And then I'm using this chunky gold Bliss glitter. I might pull out my Hemingway gold fine glitter and add it to this here. So that's my thoughts, but I'm debating whether that is just a bit too bold of a color because the other ones are pastel-y. I might pull out, because this one is a pretty one. We'll do this one instead. So there'll be a green. All right, I have my colors not mixed because they're right here. I have my, oh, I need that out. I've got them all poured out. This is the progress, my friends, and I think that was a good call to come back and do those 2. So I'm going to set this over here for 1 minute while I mix up all of these colors. So I've put them in these little containers, which are nice. So I have 8. I roughly put the colors in there, or the amounts. So I'm just going to pour. So we're doing glitters. This one is the Magenta Sparkle. And I'm just pouring in. I'm hoping and with this, oh, that's good. Pretty. So with this method, because I chose to do most of them, This one is the Shifting Seas. With most of them, I've chosen to do the 1/2 inch deep. Now you do not have to fill that whole 1/2 inch deep. Only if you are not, like when I did the beach theme one, I had to, because, oh, that is so gorgeous, because I had to, there was no flipping it out. So what you seen is what you had. This one, it is reverse. So all you need is just a basic little coat to cover the bottom, right? So you don't need to fill those 100%. Now I'm gonna just scoop, give it a stir, because there's different ones in here, and just give it a scoop in there. This one is so pretty. And the nice thing is with the glitters, they always sink to the bottom, so this will look nice. Yeah, that'll be pretty. Alrighty, so the only one left is the gold. This one is the Gold Bliss glitter. I'm gonna put that right in there. This one's like a chunky. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna grab, if I can find it. Oh my goodness, where to put it? My Hemingway big gold glitter. That is so funny. I don't know where it went. Oh, well, I have a little bit of this. I wanted to put, I thought a fine glitter would be nice in there with, oh, here. I have an 8-foot table, and I tell you, everything is everywhere. So this is the holographic Hemingway. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in, mix this together. So we have some fine and some of that nice chunky. I gotta move my butt. So I have 32 holes, 32 tubes. So that means 8 colors. And I think we have 3 of each. 3, 4. So these are the colors of the pigments. So we're gonna get into that. This Pigmente gold is, oh, it's beautiful. One more little bit. It's like molten. It's like, it's like liquid gold. Like, look at that. That is just so gorgeous. And that's that. I was debating whether to put some of that glitter in it, but I'm thinking I'm leaving it alone. This is a gorgeous color. And again, this is the Peacock Green. This one's from Michelle, Artworks Resin Canada. And everything else is Laura's. Oh, here we go. Awesome. And this one is very pretty. This one, if it's the one I'm thinking, yes it is. I used it in my first tray. This one is the Deep Pink Azalea. Yes, Azalea. I'm honing in on my skill of reading upside down. It's pretty good. I like these, but the little ridges are on the inside, which, oh, isn't that, oh, that's so gorgeous. Okay, and the minty green, which is like a gold. It's really pretty. It's got like a gold hue to it. And it is called, I will do a little bit more. It is called Mint Rose. All right, my friends. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm cutting it close today. I actually have to leave a little early for work, and my alarm's gonna go off in 15 minutes to say, Sherry, you need to go to work to earn money so you can buy crafting supplies. And do not stop at the dollar store on the way to work. It's hilarious because the dollar store is like literally I have to drive past the dollar store to go to work. The dollar store opens at 8 a.m. I start at 9 normally. And so just, and I'm always early. So some days Sherry decides to stop at the dollar store. Oh, too funny, eh? The lady in there laughs at me. She says, thought you weren't coming in anymore. All right, let me get all of this off to the side. And now the fun begins. Here we go. In the center, make sure it's all leveled. Not leveled, but, well, it is leveled, but evenly placed on my stand. All right, here we go. Now, I want to be mindful in here. I want to make sure it has the little pinks in that. So I think we may go with, all right, let's get all the, I'm just going to give everything a complete stir. Let me just grab, sorry guys, let me just grab a wet one so I have something to set my spoon, my little, there, just to the side. And then I was debating whether or not to put these behind, just so that, just this part, so that you have the actual feathers. And I'm like, oh my gosh, too many things. I forgot what I was, which color I had in my hand. There we go. So we'll scrape this off, set it on here. So we had 4 of each. So let's do one right up in here on the top. And again, like I said, you don't have to fill. And be mindful of your drips. So there's one, let's do one here and one over here. I will do the second one. And let's go right here. This one. And one more. And go here. Here. So I'm going to leave it on the side for right now. Now let's do the corresponding glitter. This one is, I just love this glitter. This one is the Serpent Skin. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess I'm going there because I dripped. Be mindful of the drips, and the glitters will have a heavier drip than the other stuff. And that's why not, we'll do one here. So I probably could have got away with half of what I'm using. But please do not overfill. fill these a little more. I got my coaster molds ready, just like I did with the other stuff. I just made funky coasters with what was left. All right, now let's do the gold. This is so pretty. Just make sure, giving it a good stir to make sure I've got it. All right. We'll do, oh my goodness, I went to work yesterday and had resin in my hair. I'm like, what is in my hair? We'll go one here. One on the end. We'll go one over here. And one here. And I'm just trying to disperse them evenly so that you don't have, you know, all in one clump. So now we will do the Magenta Sparkle. And let's go right in on the other side of that. There. And here. This one is so pretty. And what the hay will go here. Now let's do the pigment. We'll go pink down here. And now's the time you're going to find out if you have leaks. Pink here. This is why it's very important to do the, make sure you rub it all in when you're embedding, when you're putting these in. And we'll do this one over here. And we're doing a black background, so we're got gold glitter. That was my other one. It was a hard call on what color to do, and I'm like, oh. So we're gonna do this over here. Over here. Maybe here. And go here. A little more in this one, I think. I want to make sure it's there. Perfect. Now we've got this minty, cool mint, like a blue gold, blue gold, duh. Now we'll put one here. One, yeah, one here. One here, because we don't want glitter beside the glitter. Like we're gonna try and oh, I left, we'll put this here. And here, I guess. And the shifting seas. Now I'm gonna love you and leave you really quick so I can pour these into a coaster. So don't be offended if I'm just like bye-bye, because I don't want to lose all this. So I caught it good. Well, my intents were initially 8 ounces, and I probably would have worked, because we're not filling these 100%, right? And how did that work? I was doing 4. Am I missing one? They're all covered. Oh well, that's good. So now I'm going to come back in and give this a little bit of a heat. I'm not too worried about the mold because the mold is 2 layers of resin underneath. The only thing I'm worried about is catching the papers on fire. So I'm just going to come in and do a quick on each. And then give it a good old spritz with my alcohol. Ink, ink, ink. Oh my goodness. My alcohol, 99%. Give it a good spritz. Oh, I'm pretty sure I turned the camera back on. With the rest, I did fill that hole. So realistically, I'm going to say 8 ounces on the bottom. I did another ounce in here. I did another 8 ounces, so that's 16, 17 ounces. And then, because I've got a good half an ounce, whoa, it's got measurement on. Well, my camera battery died just as I was in the middle of talking to you, but because I was working on something that had to be really done or I was gonna lose all of that resin, so I took all the resin out and put them in these. There's little lines, but I think I might do, because there's not filled up, so I think I might do a coat of maybe this amazing glitter on the back. So with that, I'm gonna put this underneath. It's like a double drying stand, eh guys? This is cool. So I'm gonna put that underneath. And we're gonna bring the big guy out. Oh my goodness, Sherry. I was heartbroken at him for the moment. In here, where those 2 little things are, I thought it leaked, and I'm like, no! All right, so that is that. I'm gonna give it another spritz of my 99% alcohol. I'm going to cover it. These containers, I will leave them because they're nice, easier to flip inside out. So when the resin cures, it will be easy peasy to get it out of there. So because I have this one underneath, actually we should be fine. I'm just using my big old tent, even though it's a little old tent. This one's got the flowers on it. Thank you, Sandra. All right, so there we go. I want to make sure it's level, but it doesn't much really matter because the bottom part is cured already. So with that, my friends, I will see you after work. And we're gonna finish this off with a coat of black and some glitter in it on the back. So with that, I'll see you after work. Bye, guys. Hello, we are back. I am home from work and I am so upset. So upset. I really wanted to do the back of it black. And it isn't gonna happen. So when I poured everything, I kept saying, oh my goodness, make sure you don't overfill, make sure you don't overfill. Because with the way you do it on this method, you do not need a whole lot of the colored parts. Well, Sherry has an issue right there. It's not a whole lot, but it's a little bit. That would be very noticeable if I did it right there, if I did it in black. So I know I might be able to get in there with my little sand it out. I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna do it gold. I think it'll be fine. I'm opting to use a different gold because this one here was that Pigmenti mica powders or whatever. So I'm actually going to use Rez Molten Gold, which is quite funny because my last name is Moulton, so maybe it is an omen. I have 12 ounces of my Krystal Resin mixed up. I'm going to add some of this in. I've never used this one yet, so I had to really give it a good stir. So I'm using, because there's 12 ounces there, I'm gonna just use that much on my stick and we'll see where it goes from there. And it goes well. So let me just switch. I'm going to scrape off from the popsicle stick and we are going to do that. I'm going to put my lid back on my Rez Molten Pigment. I am such a messy Marvin. I have it everywhere. And there we go. So again, you can get your Rez from my two distributors. This one happened to come from Michelle from Our Works Resin Canada. And Laura sells it as well from Laura's Art Corner. My glitter guru. So I don't know, guys. I'm hoping, oh yeah, it's different. This is pretty. And I'm going to add a heaping supply. This is the Hemingway. It is the holographic fine glitter. It's going in, guys. It's going in. I just want to see if there's enough. Oh, and I hate putting anything in these containers. A little bit more. Sorry, I'm just, there we go. That was the oh my gosh size. All right, I think we are good to go. That is pretty. All right, here we go, guys. I'm just gonna take my spoon out so I can, even though it's a spatula, a stir stick, a utensil. Oh, here we go. I really wanted it to be black. I just want to get an even coat so that this, if I have to mix more, at least in the in-betweens, it'll be the same colors. here, just a couple spots where I don't have the in there. I just can't believe that happened. All right, here we go, guys. Oh my. 12 ounces like that, poof, gone. I'm just gonna slowly. All right. I'm gonna give it a torch. I'm just so disappointed. I don't know, guys. Where is it? Here it is. What is that? Okay. Do I mix up right away, or do I give this a couple hours and then come and do the final? So that's 8, 10. So 8, 16, 26, 30. It's going to be another 40 some ounces again. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on pause. I'm going to, I'm going to give this another couple of hours. Actually, no, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to mix up another, we're going to say a few ounces, and I'll be right back. I am back. I've mixed up another 10 ounces. I'm putting in my Rez Molten Gold. And then we will put this on and we will leave it be. We can pop it out tomorrow. I'm just scraping off the paste off of my stick that I put in there. Lid back on that. And I'm not too worried if these two colors really aren't the 100% matchy. I'm going to put my glitter in there. This is the Hemingway. All right. We are gold and glitterified. Here we go, guys. Oh. We are covered. done. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Get all of that out. I probably could have done away with maybe 8 ounces instead of the 10, but I didn't want to mix up more, so it is what it is. There we go. Put that down there. I can't wait till the morning to look at this because I really want to see what the other side looks like. Who else is excited? Gonna use this little torch guy. I'm not worried about the middle here because, like I said, there's cured resin underneath, so I'm not too worried about ruining my mold. And my flame is so minute on this that's I'm not worried. All right. It is pretty, it is glittery, it is gold. It is not black, because I really wanted the black. But I have a second Peacock, so maybe we'll do another one and do it reversed so I don't have to put a top coat on. So now that I've used the torch, I'm going to use my 99% alcohol to burst bubbles. And I think we are done. Do not come back with the torch once you've put the alcohol on here, because you will have a flambe. You will have a fire. You do not want that. As I've said before, been there, done that, and it was probably on a video. I'm gonna quickly just give you a little show if I can get it off. Oh my goodness gracious. Everything is stuck to my silly puppy pads. So these were what I did with the glitters. They look messy on this side. I'm hoping the other side looks good. These are gonna get a coat of, I'm gonna think I'm doing white. I think the white would be nice. So I will do a coat of white, and I'm gonna make a white stand to go with it, I think. So with that, my amazing and beautiful people, I am going to put my little tent on this, let them camp out for 24, well, probably 12 hours. And yeah, I'm going to bed because I'm extremely tired. So with that being said, my beautiful people, I will see you guys in the morning. I'm gonna do one more squirt. One more squirt. All right, I'll see you in the morning, guys. Have a good sleep. Bye. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Look at that. Looks so pretty. And it's kind of neat. You don't feel it, but you can kind of see the little ones underneath. Okay. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm just loosening up the edges. Oh, I've never done a mold this big before. All right. There we go. This thing is so... It's because of all the different layers. It's probably... There we go. Oh my goodness. If I can get my hand in there. Holy moly. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's pretty. Now, I'm going to spritz some water on it because let's just do this. Because I do need to put a clear coat on top. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. I don't know if you can really see what I'm seeing. That is so cool. Really cool. Awesome, awesome. All right, so I really want to, actually that's pretty good. I need to have the bottom so that I can do that. So I'm going to let it sit for a little bit longer. I really want to see this. Oh. And we will do another coat of resin on top, a clear coat. And then we're done. I'm glad I chose, see it's only there and there, but if I did it in black, here, let's wipe this off. If I did it in black, what is with that? I'm hoping that'll go away. If I did it in black, those right, just two little pieces, it would have been popped. That's all you would have seen. I'm very, very happy with this one. All right, guys, I am going to mix up some resin, and I'll be back in just a minute for resin count number what? 900 ounces? I'll be right back, guys. Hello, we are back. We are going to get ready to put a final coat of resin on this top, and I hope it turns out amazing. I have the back all taped. I have it propped up on 3 of these. And we're just going to go on it, my friends. I've mixed up 4 ounces of Krystal resin, and we're just going to pour it on. And look at that. Oh my goodness. I was just so upset thinking it wasn't any good. Get all of that on there. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. It's cool when a plan comes together. Wrong one. I want this over here. All right. I'm just going to use my fingers, and we're just going to get the top done. Oh my goodness. This was worth every ounce. Wow. Is all I have to say. Now I'm just going to bring it down the edge because I want the edges all done as well. I like using just my hand because you can feel where you've hit, where you haven't hit. Oh my goodness, this is stunning, guys. I am over the moon. I'm going to use my torch just to get the bubbles out. OMG. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Let me just wipe this off. I am happy with this. I'm gonna bring you down and I'm gonna show you what I can see because I'm happy. And of course there's something in it already. I see you, but where are you? There you go. It's gonna keep coming around and doing a little bit of a getting off the drips. Be a little bit easier for later. Oh, it is awesome when a plan comes together. Okay, I'm gonna put you on pause and I'm gonna show you what I see, and then we're gonna see it better in the morning when it's dry or cured. I'll put you on pause, guys. Just give me a sec. Is that not crazy? Like, look at that. I am in love. I'm glad I was able to find the Peacock. And the other one that I have, see, you can see where it dripped. Where in here, that one bled. Can you see? Oops, it's focusing on the, there you go. Can you see? Right in here and here. So that's the only reason why I did the gold. But, and that glitter shines through. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let this cure and I will see you tomorrow with the big unveiling. Woohoo! See you in a bit, guys. This is my version of the Lion King holding up Mufasa. Oh my goodness. I had to put the bling on because I didn't do the intro for Sunday's video, so you get the bling at the end, but oh my goodness. When a plan comes together, look at this beautiful thing. Oh, I am so happy it turned out. I had issues with it a little bit. I had to sand it, and I didn't do it on a video because the video was so long as it was, and I think it's just an issue that I'm gonna have with that mold, which I'm gonna contact the seller because I don't think it's proper. But let's get into this. OMG. I am ecstatic when something up here comes out and it turns out amazing. So with that, I am so happy. Love how it turned out. I'll do another one, but I really want to do it with a black background. So that'll be coming. And yeah, so I'm gonna bring you down. We'll get close up into this and I'll see you in just a second. The button, my goodness. Well, my friends, here we go. I am just so excited how this turned out. I'm holding it up just because you're getting that glare from my studio lights. All the colors are amazing. I could have stuck with the traditional, you know, the greens and the blue and but I think it turned out amazing. Now I do want to do one in black, so because I have another Peacock, so it will come in black at one point. So with that, my beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you're as excited as I am, because I'm just baffled how nice it turned out. You could use this as a tray. You could use this as just putting it on a nice easel and having it as an art piece. You could also, being that the center is like kind of here, you could also drill a hole, make it a clock. It is endless what you can do with this. You could use it just as a tray, insert it into a table. So yeah, so with that, my friends, I gonna love you and leave you. I'm gonna do my little spiel. If you have not yet subscribed, please, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and please give it a share if you liked it. Hit that bell up there for notifications, and in my description box I'll have everything linked in here that I used, and also I have the links to my Amazon shops, which I'm an affiliate with. I have the links to where to purchase Fundy molds with a discount code. I also have the links to where to purchase TriArt liquid glass. I also have the links to Let's Resin with a discount code, Sherry M10, capital S, capital M. And also I have the links to where to purchase Krystal Resin, which was resin of choice that I used here today. Also, I have the links to amazing Rez Distributors, my Canadian Michelle from Artworks Resin Canada. My discount code for Michelle is Sherry Molten 10, capital S, capital M. The amazing Laura from Laura's Art Corner, my American Rez distributor, my glitter guru, where all these glitters came from, is all capital letters, Sherry Molten 10. And also I have the PayPal link if you choose to donate. So with that, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. With that being said, I'll see you. Bye.